ever just get down on your knees and thank God that you know me.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Let's talk about open stock. But remember, what did I tell you about Mara stock? Buy at that purple line and you're going to make a lot of money. I stand to make about 20 to 25K when this one starts hitting these levels up here. And Big Bear AI, same thing. But the purple line, guess what? The thing's going to go back to 7.8 and I'm going to make a lot of money on that one. So let's look at open stock because that's what this video is about. And I've been pounding the table on this. I've been telling you, either play the breakout, or if you want to play it smart and you want to load a big swing trade position, you want to wait for that purple line. It is so far extended above the purple line that I'm not interested in it for a swing trade. Imagine if I listened to the people telling me to buy a big swing trade position. Yeah, instead of being up on Mara 10K, I'd be down 10K on open. Because I listened to some idiots telling me to add a big swing trade position. Hell no. I'll wait for that purple line. It will come back. It will come down to the purple line. It always has, and it always will. It always will. Whether it's Nvidia, whether it's Palantir, whatever stock it may be, it will always come back down to that purple line at some point because that's the average. And along the way, we'll get some bear markets as well on top of that. So this is a big buy. I give it a buy at the purple line. At the purple line. If you see this at the purple line, I just showed you two examples, two stocks, Mara and BBAI, which I've been calling out for a while now. I mean, this is easy. This is too easy, but do you have the patience to wait for that purple line? I can wait. In the meantime, I'll look to day trade the breakout. I will watch for that breakout above 11. The fact that buyers continue to hold it here above 9s is very telling. And let's see what happens when we get those sweet, sweet rate cuts. Let's see if we get a big pump on the markets. Specifically, I'm open. If we can get that pump, we go to 11 plus, in my opinion. And there will be momentum to ride as a day trader at least, right? Because again, I wasn't going to day trade this. This is silly. I wouldn't day trade that. Even today, if I was going to day trade, I would day trade Mara. Why? Because it's actually getting the breakout. And if you had day traded the breakout here on the 3-minute time frame using my MACD crossover strategy, you could have just bought it open, set a stop at the low, and you would have gotten stopped out actually right here because it did come back down to the low. Wow. And then you could have gone back in on this crossover anyways and still ride it up. Because your stop loss is so tight, you would still end up making your money back, especially with how volatile this is. So you would have gotten absolutely faked out on the first one, but on the second one, you would have made back what you lost initially and then some on top of that. This is why it's important to have a strategy. This is why it's important to pick the breakouts for the days that you want to day trade. Even BBAI, same exact thing. It's almost like it's a pattern and it happens across a lot of stocks. Wow, it's almost like you can abuse that. So there it is. I mean, this is my view of the markets. You might view it differently, of course. There's no way in hell I'm going to buy a huge position here hoping for $100. I'm good. I'm going to make like 25K on Mara and probably like 4K on BBAI since I did a huge 50K position on Mara, and BBAI only put in like what, 8K, 6K, somewhere around there. So I'm good. I'll make my money elsewhere on the swing trades because they're at the purple line, or were at this point because now they're starting to move. Wait for the purple line and you will make money. It'll come back down. For the day trade opportunity, if you're looking to make like 5 to 10% day trading, wait for that breakout. I figured we would consolidate here, and that's exactly what's happening. And I believe the reason this is happening is because we're just waiting for the Fed rate cuts. It's just kind of funny, right? Going into Fed rate cuts, we're literally just trading in a range here. I mean, we can go to the 10-minute time frame, and it's even more clear that we're in a range. It's almost like the market is just waiting, like, let's wait and see what happens tomorrow. And it's going to be fun. It's going to be a fun week. It's going to be a fun week with all these stocks that we were in waiting for the breakout. They're happening, and this one is, I'm waiting for the breakout to play the day trade. That's about it. I think that pretty much settles it. Tomorrow's going to be telling. It's the big day that we've all been waiting for open. I'm waiting for that too. Again, I'm looking to day trade on the breakout. The breakout, I think at this point would happen, and I hope it doesn't gap up. That would suck. I hate when it gaps up, but if it does gap and break out, then I would expect a gap and go. And it's just about riding that momentum at that point. As a day trader, as a swing trader, go right ahead and buy. Again, the problem with swing trading is you have that overnight risk. You just never know when it's going to get a big gap down, and then it just tanks. You also never know where the top is. You can try and guess, but every time they said, oh, this isn't the top, well, that was the top at 540. Anytime they said this wasn't the top here at 489, it was the top. And it dropped as low as a dollar, or not even, as low as 56 cents. You know, when they said this wasn't the top here at 25, it was the top, and it dropped to as low as 90 cents. Every single time that someone tells you, oh, it's never going to hit a top, they're lying to you. I just showed that to you. So there's a lot of bullshitters out there. A lot of finance channels that are good at yap, but they don't actually give you strategy. And even if, and I give my strategies away for free. Why? Because people aren't going to use them, number one. Number two, people don't have my level of patience. I had to wait 3 months for Mara to start moving. And now I'm going to get paid 25 to 30K because I was patient. And I have to be patient and let it run as well. I can't sell too early. Same thing with BBAI. So Opendoor, I don't recommend it for a swing trade, but go right ahead. And I feel sorry for anyone who bets against me, because there was someone that commented, "Oh, I'm going to short Mara because you're going long on it." Well, guess what? They're about to get squeezed with that 28% short interest. They're sweating right now because Mara did not break down. It broke out because they don't understand that in a bull run, what happens? Stocks keep going up. So any bearish pattern that appears in a bull run tends to get invalidated, and they're going to learn the hard way. Because I love squeezing me some shorts. I don't know why they bet to the downside at a support level. It's just silly. So I think open, pretty much the same thing. We break out, we go higher, we squeeze some shorts, they buy back to cover. The cycle continues of breakout after breakout after breakout. We go higher and higher over time. That's exactly what's been happening with this. In my opinion, obviously, again, you might see things differently. I'm just telling you what I see and what works for me. This is why I'm profitable. This is why this works. And we've been trading Nvidia calls as well. Any dip on Nvidia, just buy the calls. Remember that DeepSeek drop on Nvidia? Yeah, it was stupid, right? So same thing. Anything related to if Nvidia drops because China is mentioned, immediately buy calls. Leaps 2 years out. And you can flip it or whatever. It's easy money, guys. It really is. That's it for the video. Patreon.com/TradesandTrades if you want to join for alerts. I will see you in the next one.